is the mayor's report, and everyone. The executive section is on collective bargaining per RCW 42.30.140, paren 4, paren A. The item is expected to last 30 minutes, and no action is anticipated in open session. This week is Emergency Services Week, and I'm going to go through a proclamation. Whereas emergency medical services is a vital public service, and whereas the members of Eastside Fire and Rescue stand ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury, and whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas the members of Eastside Fire and Rescue, whether career or reserves, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize the value and the accomplishments of emergency medical services providers by designating Emergency Medical Services Week, please join me and the mayors of Issaquah, North Bend, and Sammamish to celebrate this week with appropriate programs, ceremonies, and activities that honor and thank our local emergency services personnel. I'm going to do a second proclamation this evening as well. This is Asian Pacific Heritage Month. And whereas there are 8,790 Asian Pacific American residents in the city of Issaquah, which represents 23.2% of our population, and whereas we acknowledge the contributions of Asian Pacific and Americans to our local arts, education, sciences, and to our economic, social, and democratic institutions, and whereas Issaquah celebrates Asian Pacific Americans' embedded history to recognize and honor individuals, families, and businesses, and whereas we admit the past hardship and continued inequality for Asian and Pacific Americans and strive to foster inclusion to ensure all people have an equal opportunity. And whereas we commit to embracing the diversity by paying tribute to Asian American and Pacific heritage through education, acknowledgement, and celebration within our community, please join me in the observance of Asian Pacific Heritage Month in the city of Issaquah for the month of May 2021. May is a pretty busy month. It's also National Public Works Week. So this week I also issued a proclamation for National Public Works Week, May 16th to 22nd. The year 2021 marks the 61st annual National Public Works Recognition Week. The city's infrastructure, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of our public works professionals. They are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels, and they are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our city's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essential for our residents and community members. So please join me this week in giving extra thanks to our public works personnel. I will be going to their 6:30 a.m. Thursday safety meeting to deliver the proclamation. A little bit of great news, too, about the Southeast 43rd Way signal. That project is now complete. The new intersection is open at Southeast 43rd Way at the entrance to Providence Point. The Providence Point community held a celebration last weekend, which included a ribbon cutting and a parade in the neighborhood that Councilmember DeMichelle and I both got to participate in. This has been a long time coming, and I'm so thankful for the hard work of our city council, staff, and community to make this a reality. The new signal not only enhances safety for drivers, but also pedestrians and cyclists. Along with the new intersection, the project included relocating utilities, constructing detention and stormwater treatment facilities, and installing new sidewalks. Anyone who would like to learn more about the project can go to issaquah.gov/southeast43rd. Going to give an update on the Issaquah Community Vaccine Partnership as well, and I should have checked in with Deputy Council President Ray before because my numbers are slightly different, but I think I have an explanation for why. The information that I have from our vaccination meeting is that the COVID vaccination site at Lake Sammamish State Park has administered more than 9,500 doses and anticipates doing 6,000 more in the coming months as community members return for their second dose. However, Eastside Fire and Rescue has also been doing clinics out at the Snoqualmie tribal lands as well as doing mobile services. So I'm going to go with Deputy Council President Ray's number, which was higher than mine. We do now have opening appointments for anyone who only needs the second dose of the Moderna vaccine. And data is showing us that close to 80% of eligible residents in our zip codes have started their vaccine series. So we are now, yeah, it's a good number. We are now focusing efforts on reaching community members who may be vaccine hesitant so that we can share more resources. If anyone knows anyone who needs special assistance, please make sure to call us at 425-837-3300. We're here to help. And anyone looking for more information on that can find it at issaquah.gov/vaccine on our website. And that concludes the mayor's report for today, now that I have the correct report open. Okay. Just will open one more script. Sorry for the delay. There we go. Okay, thanks for your patience, all. The next item on our agenda this evening is some informational